Hey everybody. So is that? Yeah, okay. Just making sure the green screen isn't showing. um yeah, so we need to design the summoner. Hey Alman, welcome in. And we left off with some just general notes earlier. And I'm still pretty torn on what I even want to do with this. We could go with the lots of summons route, we could go with just one summon. Zombies kind of make me feel like there should be many of them. Hey, a mystical cell. So yeah, I don't know. And let's take a look at what we have here. So some dies, it hurts all enemies. I think this is kind of a cool thing. Actually, you know what? This is something else I hadn't thought of. There could be, oh, there it is. Yeah. Summon an ally for X time, then it dies. I kind of like this route. I think this would be really, really good. We summon each zombie for like 5 seconds. And when they die, they, I don't know, do something. Explode and hurt the enemies or something. I think that could work. And they can still take hits, so they could still die before their time runs out. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. So active one can be summon. Summon a zombie for X seconds with Y life. Zombies have 2 abilities, bite and scratch. Include descriptions. Hey, TJ. You can have multiple. You could just figure out that you could have multiple at a time. Yeah, I like that. There'd probably be a lot of mods on this. It'd be like maybe summon more frequently and I don't know, make something happen when they die. Make something happen when they die. Or maybe... Or, oh, what if... Okay, I have a different idea now. What if zombies just have a bite ability? Zombies have the bite ability. Include description. And then we could say something like, when an enemy hits a zombie, there's an X% chance that they are poisoned. Okay, super cool. I like that idea. Yeah, I don't know what their passive would be. I haven't thought of this yet. Now this is a question mark. Yeah, I do have Copilot active. We could say something like, design a passive ability for the Witch Doctor to have. I don't know what it's going to do because I didn't really say a whole lot. Witch Doctor forms a mystical bond with their summoned zombies, sharing a portion of their life force. As long as the zombie's alive, the Witch Doctor gains a passive health regeneration bonus. Oh, that's kind of cool. Additionally, Witch Doctor's damage output is increased by a percentage based on the health of the zombie. I don't know about health regeneration. I don't think that's impactful enough. But the Witch Doctor doing more damage if the zombies are out is kind of interesting. Yeah. Alternatively, the Witch Doctor could have 3 active abilities. I mean, there's nothing stopping us from doing that. It's a little weird because you wouldn't be able to impact one of the active abilities. Maybe... maybe... I don't know. No, I don't have any ideas. All right, what would their passive be? So ideas for a passive could be do something while a zombie is alive and out. And I'll write here like note to self. The cooldown should probably be slightly longer than how long the zombies live for. That way you typically only have one. Maybe you'd somehow consume the dead zombie. Okay, that's... So you're saying when it dies, it would leave a corpse? Because I think we're just going to have it fade out. But also, I was thinking we could have something happen on its death. I don't know what it would be exactly. I feel like the Witch Doctor should be doing something else. And I'm not sure what. I guess if they can just constantly summon zombies, though, they don't really need to do anything. They could just do everything through their summons. Hey, Vafi. Like, Active 2 could be an empower zombie thing where it's like any zombies you have out will stay alive for, I don't know, 1 second longer. That's kind of silly. Maybe they just do more damage or something. Or maybe... Kind of interesting to give your zombies taunt. Debuffs also come to mind. I think poison is a good debuff to have here. They could debuff enemies, like the Witch Doctor could debuff them directly. I don't know what would synergize with this, and I want them to be very summon focused. And I'm still not sure what that would be. But another idea we could have is like for every zombie summoned in the battle, do like gain 1 power. This way, whatever attack they have will do more and more damage as time goes on. Then they would need an attack, though. What if... Is it interesting at all if your zombies always attacked the thing with the highest life? I don't think so. Although then that would make it spread out the poison a little bit more. It could be kind of interesting. Maybe... There's so many different directions we could go with this. What other ideas that I have written down over here? Although some of these are kind of interesting. During life, guarantee summon something every time something dies. Upon summoning, you gain life. When someone dies, it hurts all enemies. Ally could even be untargetable. Yeah. Buff the zombies to make them do more damage. Yeah, that's definitely something we could do. Empower the summon with different abilities. Summon multiple. Poison ability, chance to poison. Actually, you know what? That could be one of the active ones. Which is like poison. Would it be active? I guess, yeah. I don't know what we call this. Anyway, like poison enchant, something like that. Like, give your zombies or like, I don't know, your zombies poison enemies that attack them for the next X seconds. Your zombies poison enemies that attack them. Yeah. You know, I've heard this a bunch of times over the years. I don't know what it is. I don't ever really rewatch the videos to see for that specifically, but yeah, other people have been confused by that too. Is the poison permanent? It could be. I was thinking in the original one that it would just be a mod of your ability and then it would be permanent. But in this, if it were an active ability, it would be something that your summoner casts. So it's like coating the zombie with poison. We could try stacking poison. It probably will stack. But yeah, I'm still not sure exactly what I want to do here for this. Because if they just occasionally get stronger, it's not really an ability on the Witch Doctor, is it? And what would their passive be? I don't have a lot of ideas for this. So do we want to make the zombies more powerful? Should the Witch Doctor do something to the enemies directly? They could have a damaging attack, sort of like how Shield Bash works, in that it's more of a debuff than damage. They don't need it, though. Yeah, the summoner doesn't need a damaging attack, though, since you have summons. Yeah. Increase the effect of inflicted poison, like also making the affected enemies weaker with each stack. Yeah, I suppose we could code in a damage element specifically for poison and then allow them to take more damage. But I'm not sure it's more interesting than just increasing the power of your zombies, because it's effectively the same thing. Explode the zombie for big AoE damage. Like, yeah, I think that could be an interesting passive, maybe. Which is like, when a zombie dies, it deals some damage to each enemy. But even in itself, that's kind of like every X seconds you will deal damage, which makes it sort of just like an active ability. It's so weird because the summoner, in a game that you're not directly controlling the characters, it's like they're a proxy for another character. So there are two layers of abstraction. Witch Doctor does more damage to that enemy. Yeah, in which case they need to have a direct damage skill. But then we probably couldn't have this be a mod over here. We'd probably have to just increase the chance that they poison enemies. But that could be something too. Like the Witch Doctor does more damage to poisoned enemies. That you have less cooldown than the zombie's lifetime, allowing to reach maximum. Yeah, although if you're counting on them to sort of tank for you, then they wouldn't be tanking for you anymore. I still want to put some thought into this, because coding this is not too bad usually if we've got a pretty solid idea. But I think, as we learned from the Warrior, when the idea is not solid, it just feels like, oh, we got to go redesign the whole class. So, okay, delete this stuff because we already did a lot of this. There's no need to revive them. I don't think that's important. Something where if the zombie's alive, the Witch Doctor does more damage. No, I don't like that. Power the summon with different abilities. I like this idea, the different shirt colors. I think that's still cool. We just, change 3 pixels basically, or the pants color or something like that, or the flower color in the hair. Any of those things. Yeah, the zombies can heal themselves. Although they don't last for very long, so I guess them healing doesn't really make a huge difference. I'll need to figure that out. Maybe, yeah, their amount of life is just really low. The other thing we could do is we could just have the Witch Doctor have only 1 active and have 2 passive abilities. Could just go for another passive ability, like Empower Zombie, which gives poison to the zombies. Then you can control the poison through the mods of that ability. All right, let's just design that for a second. Let's see what that would look like. So basically, you'd have active 1 would be summon. In fact, maybe they have an active ability that has no mods. Active ability with no mods. Summon a zombie for X seconds with Y life. Zombies have the bite ability. Include description. Yeah, so that would be number 1. And then passive ability number 1 would be something like zombie defenses. Your zombies poison enemies that attack them. And it could be like, mod could be, or zombie, I don't know, whatever. Summon zombies more frequently or for longer. Why not? Welcome back. Thanks for the resub. Related to a question before lunch, and if you don't want to answer, totally fine. Are you making a decent amount of money for an existing content? No. I am making probably like 200 a month or 300 a month on Twitch. And what other monetization sources do I have? YouTube is up to $75 over my lifetime on YouTube. So I haven't even gotten a single payout yet. And the only other thing I guess I'm selling is courses, and I don't think there's been a sale in months. So I'm making very little money right now, but I'm also not trying to make money. poison heals zombies. The zombies will have a bite attack, which will make them heal themselves, although that probably won't matter too much now that I think about it. Feels like I've not been here for ages. Let's find out. You were last here in March. Yeah, so it's been a while. Well, welcome back. Good to see you again. Have you seen any of Skeleseller by any chance? Because I've been putting a lot of work into it. Your ability gains power, stronger poison, more health, more damage. So yeah, that's one of those, like, the longer the battle goes on, the more of something you do. And I think the only issue I have with that is that battles might go on for a very long time, such that this just kind of gets ridiculous a little bit. But I don't know. But I wanna write out this stuff. Let me show you really fast why not. It's not really Botland 2, but I guess it's still a semi-automated game. So the way the game works is you are an adventurer, and oh, I gotta move the camera again. Okay. No, I'm not covering the keyboard. You're an adventurer, you're out adventuring, typical RPG stuff, and you're in a forest and you fight a snake and you get poisoned and you die. And you come back as a skeleton and you start a town. So you build up your little town here. You got a guild, you hire your first adventurer, and you can pick between the rogue and the mage, and you hire one. And then this will allow you to enter a battle now that you have an adventurer. So I can click start battle and the battles are automated. So this is the ability system we've been talking about. The rogue has quick strike, which does attacks. You can see it attacking. It has cloak of shadows, which occasionally gives it an extra dodge chance, and it kills enemies when they hit 10% life remaining. So it's about to execute that. Yeah. And then when you win a battle, you get items, and you have to build up your town so you can sell the items. So we have our little potion shop over here, and our worker comes and brings the potion over, and then customers flood out of the portal and go buy the potion. And yeah, that's the basic gameplay loop. You do battles, you get items, you sell the items, you get money, you spend the money on stuff. So we just finished the paladin. The paladin's got all these abilities that we have here. And now we're going to add in the summoner, but we haven't designed the summoner yet. So that's what we're trying to figure out. So anyway, passive ability 1, zombie defenses. Your zombies poison enemies that attack them. There's like too many different qualities I want to add here. Summon zombies more frequently. I guess if they're passive, they could all just be put into the active ability with no mods. Or maybe we just put this here. This could be something like increase the damage of the poison and increase damage taken by those poisoned foes. Increase damage that poison foes take. Yeah, there. And then this other one, passive ability number 2, could be like zombie life. Zombies, the bite ability heals the zombie. Mod, every time the zombie bites, it extends its lifetime by X seconds. And mod, I don't know. Yeah, it's like an idle type game, yeah. Is the necromancer gonna make Twitch partnership? Wait, what triggered that question? I feel like there's a pun that I'm missing out on. I have to know now. Bottom of the page. Oh, okay. I was answering a different question. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. So bite ability heals a zombie. This part isn't super important, I guess, but yeah, every time the zombie bites, it extends its lifetime by X seconds. Maybe. Okay. Here's what I got. I think this will work. So poison and bite. Yeah. Your zombies gain the bite ability. extends its lifetime, and every time the zombie bites, it heals itself for X% of the damage dealt. I'm not certain this is even a good idea. Yeah, you can't have both of these. These can't both work. Maybe when a zombie bites a poisoned enemy, something happens. I don't know. I don't know the other mod here, but I kind of like this structure that we have. So the witch doctor on its own does basically nothing. It just summons the zombies, and then the zombies do everything. But I'm not sure how I feel about that. Damage to the poison, increase damage the poison foes take. Zombies gain the bite ability. Every time the zombie bites, it extends its lifetime by X seconds. Okay, different idea. Totally different idea. What if the witch doctor had active abilities that caused all zombies to mimic the ability? So basically the witch doctor has a like attack ability, makes zombies attack, and they have I don't know, something else. Can it not be extended time and increased number of EG2? By extending the time, it will essentially increase the number of them. So imagine if the cooldown on summon is, let's say, like 5 seconds, and the lifespan of the zombie is, let's say, 4 seconds. So if you expand this beyond 5 seconds, then you'll have 2 at a time. So that's kind of how that's going to work. There are only so many positions in the battle. There are 9 slots per team, and your team is going to take up, I think, 4 of these by the end of the game. So that leaves room for 5 slots, which maybe your summoner takes up 2. Maybe there's another summoner class that also takes up 2. And I don't know, the last one could be whatever, some idea that summons one thing maybe. We got to be careful about how many summon type things we have in the game. Although you can just manage this stuff yourself too. You wouldn't put 4 summoners into a party if they get capped on how many things they can summon. It just wouldn't be a very good party composition. Poison and some sort of speed boost or slow for the other team. I don't want there to be a speed boost on the summoner. We have one on the cleric. The cleric has this, Blessing of Haste. Bless the entire party, making them act 20% faster for 1 second. 1 second, excuse me. Okay, I like this idea a little bit better. Like you're commanding your... Oh, except for then they wouldn't do anything on their own, would they? But maybe that's not a problem. But it kind of fits in the theme with zombies being sort of brainless. Your zombies wouldn't do anything when your witch doctor dies. Deal damage based on the number of zombies, and maybe the damage of zombies too. I wanted the zombies to be a short-lived thing, so I don't think you're gonna have many at any given time, and damaging them wouldn't really be too impactful because they're short-lived to begin with. So like if they die a second sooner, it's not a big deal. You'll just get another one in a few seconds. But yeah, I like this idea. You attack, and you also cause all of your zombies to attack. All right, so here's what we would change this to. Active ability 1 is summon. Active ability 2 is attack. And maybe it's literally just called attack or like staff swipe or something. So, and make all zombies attack. So now we would do something here like mod increase duration of summons. Oh, except for I wanted that to be part of this. Every time the zombie bites. Maybe we call this something like attack and bite. So it's like 2 abilities. Hey, potato. All right, every time the zombie bites, it extends its lifetime. And what other thing do we want for attack? I don't know yet. But summon could be... Maybe. It's so hard to figure this out. It's such a unique character. Increase damage of poison. I like the idea of having poison on hit. I want that somehow. I just don't know where to put that. Summon a zombie. With poisonous skin. And mod, this could be like, either these could be the mods from up here. So the summon is the active part. The poisonous skin thing is the passive part. They obtain an amount of HP from the defender. They could do that. It could just be inherent. It's just, I don't think it's going to be very important. Because like I said, these are short-lived summons. So picture like 5 seconds or something. So how much damage will they really take in 5 seconds that healing is going to be the difference between them living and dying? Because they're just going to die anyway. If they lived for like a minute, then yes, they could heal themselves back up and maybe live for a little bit longer. Oh, okay. Idea. And this is why it's really good to talk about these things. What if zombies' lives are pain and they are constantly dying again? In other words, what if they have like permanent poison so that their life is getting drained? And the way that you extend their life is with healing. So it's interesting, but then that means your paladin and cleric can heal them. Maybe we make them unhealable. Maybe we just remove that ability. Do we have the ability to remove that even? How do we get allies to heal? This just gets friendly targets. We need like a get healable targets. Wait, didn't we make some like you can't target people thing? I think we did. Chance to redirect damage to a zombie from anybody? Because that could be kind of interesting. Or just from the witch doctor. Yeah, the healing algorithm has been solved. Yeah, thank goodness. That's a cool idea though. I like that. I'll write that down over here. Chance to redirect damage to a summon. Oh, it's super cool. It turns the summoner into a tank. I like the idea, but I think we're gonna add a second summoner and maybe they could be the tank. I like the idea of this being more about damage. But then again, if you have poison, then it means that you want the zombies to get attacked. And then when they get attacked, they do damage. So it's tank and damage. It's not tank and healing. But then they'd be able to heal themselves too. Okay, we got a bunch of ideas now. So now we just need to prune them and figure out the best combination of these things. So high-level ideas. Poisonous skin. Witch doctor commanding the zombies to attack. Redirecting damage to zombies. Zombies extending their lives via bite. What else do we have as an idea? I guess zombies slowly draining their own life. Or zombies' life values slowly being drained. Does the paladin have a protectability where it'll divert damage from another unit? Yeah. So the paladin has this. Links you to your allies, causing 15% damage they take to be transferred to you. And then this. Every time you take damage, you generate rays of light. Actually, I can just show you this because we got a cool particle system for it now. Check this out. So as they take damage, they start glowing. And when they get to the maximum amount of light emanating from them, then they heal. Oh, they won the battle, so never mind. That didn't end up showing what I wanted to show you, but yeah. Hey, Grim, I am doing well. Be things that you sacrifice for big effects. I don't think I'll probably end up using that idea for this. Yeah. I like these general ideas, and I just want to figure out the right grouping now. Yeah, them exploding, it's like, I feel like if a zombie has a limited lifespan and it explodes, it's like a proxy for you just have an exploding attack that happens every so often, right? And I know you could layer that on top of this, but remember, everyone only has 3 abilities, so I want to limit how much this character can do. Redirecting damage to zombies. Okay, let's. Oh man, where did I put summon? That's the active ability, right? Yeah, I think it needs to be an active ability. I feel like we need to lock this in. But I'm gonna try like design number 42 here. Active ability, summon zombie. Active ability 2 could be attack. So mod increase damage of poisonous skin, and mod increase or like plus X% chance to take a hit for a player. It won't be obvious that this is even happening. X% chance for a zombie to take a hit for an ally. I guess including each other. Okay, so there's that. Then this would be attack. Mod, every time the zombie bites, it heals, maybe? Hey, balancing is going to be a nightmare. Do I have the passive here? I wouldn't want that to be the passive. Redirect damage to zombies. Oh, you know what? That could be the passive ability. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. What is the passive then? I didn't ever come up with that. Maybe we just have 3 active abilities? And this is just attack? No, but you'd want to be able to control that. No, maybe there are 3 active abilities, and one of them is just summon. Yeah, what if we did that? Active ability, summon zombie. And then I guess passive ability, enhanced zombies. Something like that. What does this do on its own? I guess nothing. It's kind of weird to say that. It's like taking away an ability, right? Summon a zombie whose life constantly drains. Is constantly drained from it. Yeah. And zombies increase damage of poisonous skin. Or no, we could... yeah, we could say like... passive ability... poisonous skin. Increased damage or increased damage or chance of poison when struck. And this could be like shiny coating plus X% chance for a zombie to take a hit. Okay, I'm fine with that. This is good too. So we just need one more mod. Yeah. What is that gonna be? We already used all these ideas. Something else on attacking. I've used ideas already that I think could kind of work, and it's okay if we reuse them, but it's kind of boring. But like this, double strike, chances to do another attack. That could be done here. I just don't think it's that good. What else should a zombie do when it bites? Maybe it can inflict its poison on a bite, and this can increase the damage of it. So basically, they're like constantly poisoning enemies. That's kind of cool. And maybe, yeah, zombies always bite the strongest enemy. Attack and cause zombies to attack. Zombies always attack the strongest enemy. And zombies inflict their poison on bitten enemies as though they were attacked. Something like that. But this is something that has 5 skill points you can put into it, so it's got to somehow get better. Maybe it's a chance to do it. Yeah, X% chance to inflict their poison on bitten enemies, and this just increases the damage of it. Okay, I think this is it. I think we did it. More zombie, more damage it does. I could, but it's just, given the constraints of the game, it's a little bit hard to make that exciting and fun and balanced, because you only have so many different positions you can have in the battle. So there's only 5 summon slots. So at most you'd be up to 5, but then like, are you just super overpowered when you hit 5? So I gave them a short lifespan. But I think this is pretty good. So your active with no mods is summon zombie. Summon a zombie whose life is constantly drained from it. Passive ability, poisonous skin, increased damage of poison when struck. Attackers are poisoned for X damage over Y seconds. Increased damage of poison when struck. Increase poison damage by X%. Yeah. Passive could be to decrease summon cooldown when an enemy dies. I had thought about something like that, but I think the amount of times an enemy can die in a battle, there aren't that many. And every time it happens, you'd be like, well, I'm already winning the battle. I don't know. I could see it being okay. I think this setup works pretty well. If I don't have that written down, though, I can write that over here. So when a summon dies, it hurts all enemies. Summon an ally. Whenever an enemy dies, decrease the cooldowns of your ability or the summons ability. So summon a zombie. Poisonous skin. Attackers are poisoned for X damage over Y seconds. Increased poison damage by X%. Higher chance. Oh yeah, this is actually pretty interesting. Yeah, very synergistic though. I like this stuff. And I like this. Cool. All right, I'm happy with this package. So now let's go get the summoner graphic and put this into the document. Gotta select that. All right, how have we been doing it? We put it like that. Summoner. Okay, how do we do this? Let's do it this way. And then we'll copy this in as Markdown. So now we can do paste from Markdown. That did not work. Why didn't that work? There we go. It had to actually be Markdown. It couldn't just be plain text that looked like Markdown, I guess. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. Add an empty effect that just tracks how many bites there are on the enemy, then stun it on X bites. That could be kind of interesting, actually. I guess it's not something you really want for your main character. Where do I have ability ideas? Summon related stuff. Like stun an enemy after X attacks. I feel like we're going to need to give the warrior a stun. I think that's how we should change the warrior. That way, it's not just... Because, actually, I never really thought about this. I mentioned that tanking is all about, like, damage mitigation and some sort of, like, attention redirection. But also, you could mitigate damage by stunning or disabling the enemy. And the warrior could then be a better tank if it does stun the enemy. So I think that's how we should change them. I'll just write this down here. The warrior should probably have a stun ability. It would help mitigate damage. All right, let's finalize this. So active ability. Note their class defining ability is an active ability, which has not been done before this class. So we're starting to bend the rules a little bit. We did it with the Paladin. That was the first one with 2 passive abilities, and now we're doing it again with the Summoner. They're the first one with an active ability that has no way to put skill points into it. What is the skin? Attackers are poisoned for X damage over Y seconds. This is like lethality. And is there a name for the like animal characteristics that like an anglerfish that attract prey? Like the carnivorous plants that attract flies with some tasty liquid or something. Is there a name for that? So we could just look it up. A lure. Yeah, I guess I guess lure is probably the best thing. I'm not gonna probably write that. I think something like I don't know. Yeah, entice, something that cannot be interpreted in a sort of a dirty way, I guess. Because like if you named this something like alluring skin, I think that's not a good name for this. So let's see if there's something. I don't know. I mean, we could even just say like shiny poison here, for lack of a better thing. I'll try to come up with a better name. But this would be just attack, I guess. Main passive, shield bash. Second passive, yeah. His ability is called taunt or goad, yeah. Well, we have taunt on the warrior. This is not quite taunt in that we don't cause all enemies to attack. It's more like redirecting. Maybe we call this like zombie link. Yeah, whatever. That's better than nothing. All right, so what's this one called? Attack and cause zombies to attack. And is this even part of this? Should the witch doctor have an attack? I feel like they shouldn't. I think it should just be like order attack. Command. Maybe we call this command. Yeah. Cause zombies to attack. Cause all zombies to attack. Zombies always attack the strongest enemy. Oh, but then that means they're all going to attack. Oh, no, they won't. It's in order. So what's this? Vampiric bite. Sure. And then what's this one? Maybe we call this venom. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe like dive for cover. But that would make it sound like the zombie is... Oh, I see what you're saying. Dive for cover to me is protect yourself, but you're saying dive to cover. Like dive to cover somebody else. Anyway, I think this is fine, especially because the characters aren't going to be moving, really. So I think we got it. I think this is good. Let's go add the character to the game. So we need to put this inside the sprite sheet. Put this right here. Just make sure we've lined this up correctly. What is the coordinate of this? 48, that's good. And the coordinate of that is 80. Hello? Yes, yes, it is. Good. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's lined up then. All right, so overwrite. All right, now let's go add in the adventurer class. Are we calling this the witch doctor? Does this have negative connotations? Healers. Didn't a Diablo game have a witch doctor? Diablo 3? All right, whatever. We're going with this. Calling it the witch doctor. Yeah, D3. All right, witch doctor equals 6. More like shaman, I think. All right. Paladin. Oh, wait, we don't have that. What am I doing? What are we doing? All adventurer data. Yeah, here. All right, so what is the... Whoops. I did not mean to do that. All adventurer data. I guess we're just going to copy paste the rogue, or sorry, the mage, because that's probably closest to this. I'm not changing the stats at all. That's why. This is witch doctor. Song by cartoons. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. Now we need all the abilities. All right, so what do we have? Summon zombie. Summon zombie. Poisonous skin. Lethality and zombie link. Lethality and zombie link. Okay, I'll change the numbers in a second. And then command, vampiric bite, and venom. Command, vampiric bite, and venom. Okay, now we do this. Oops. Plus, or I guess we just do pre +1, and then do this so there's the same number of characters. I think that'll work. I don't know, whatever. We could just do it this way. There. Okay, is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So does that mean I'm missing one? Oh, yeah, summon zombie, 7. Okay, good. So now we got to go code those abilities. So we have a summon. I guess we'll save this as summon zombie. Rename this. Summon zombie. I don't know what the cooldown should be. 5? Oh, that means you don't start with a zombie. Oh, darn it. Maybe this is special and then it starts at a 0 cooldown. Okay, we might need to do that. I'm going to write that down over here. Maybe start summon zombie at a 0 cooldown so that you start the battle with a zombie. Otherwise, I feel like you're just getting punished for poor design. All right, summon zombie. This has no mods. It's just going to summon whatever right now because I don't care about this. So there's that one. Now we need 6 more. Poisonous skin. Attackers are poisoned. Oh, that means we need a buff for this too, huh? Increase poison damage by X. Zombie link. Okay, well, let's take counterattack. I guess that's closest to this. Say this is poisonous skin. Now rename this stuff to poisonous skin and just put a space. Okay, so it's just going to do counterattack for right now. That's okay. Then we need lethality. It's just going to increase damage. Do we have something else that increases damage? Why is the game not running? Now I can't run the game. Okay. Let's go into... Oh, you know what we should do? We should move the zombie sprite sheet into the game before I forget. Because I'm going to forget. Characters. Should I put this into monsters? Yeah, I feel like I should. Oh, we only have monsters that have a death animation. And this doesn't have a death animation. I think this isn't going to work. Drat. Okay, well, what we can do for right now is this, which is cheating. Can change the size of this to 40 pixels. And then just paste this again. And then save that. Just fade them out for now. The fading them out part is fine. The part I'm concerned with is that we expect every sprite sheet to have 2 rows of characters on it. And if we don't have a second row, I think it's just going to break. So I could either change the code or I could change the sprite sheet. So for now, let's just do this. And let's also write down that I'm doing this because I'll probably forget. Probably need a death animation on the zombie, or... Oh, did I mention the drain life thing? Yeah. Or different code for how we set up characters with death animations. Did I write code for this? I don't even know. Where's the death stuff? Death animation, here it is. Should disappear on death. Has disappears when dead. Interesting. Where's this come from? Don't all enemies need this? Oh, yeah. All enemies have that. And actually a zombie would too. Okay, so how do we figure out if they have an animation for that? Yeah, we would need special code in here. Battler.cs. All right, I'll write that down. Battler.cs for how we set up characters' death animations, yeah. Code it runs is verse code. Completely different than normal gaming code. Fun to learn. I think that's a great way to learn, and you're super motivated doing it usually because it's already a game you play and you can see your changes pretty easily. And you don't need to worry about really any of the other stuff around game dev. Like you have the graphics, you have the whatever you need, sounds, music, the network code is all written. It's probably flawless. So yeah, you can just dive in and start doing stuff. That's what I think was really good about StarCraft and StarCraft 2. They had very in-depth map editors. And it was pretty much like, hey, make a game. You have a lot of constraints, at least in StarCraft 1 you did. But you don't have to worry about any of this stuff, and you have players you can share it with immediately. And from what I understand, I haven't played Fortnite, but I guess it's just like a big arcade at this point. Like, yes, there's a base game, but people just do whatever they want and make other kinds of games inside of it. Okay, so we need to save this graphic, or I need to modify the code. Like I said, I don't know which one I want to do exactly. But let's export this as... Just put this in temp for right now. Zombie sprite sheet doubled. Yeah. Okay. Next up is to get the other abilities in there somewhere. So it really doesn't matter where we do this, does it? What does this one do? Increase healing they receive. Sure, whatever. Save this. So this is going to be called Poisonous Skin Lethality. Lethality. And I'm not going to fill out tooltips yet. I don't care about this. Oh, you make money on it too? Wow. They thought of everything. And then zombie link. In fact, let's just save this again. Who cares? I shouldn't be thinking of what's close to this. I should just copy paste when I need to. Because most of this stuff is just like one variable and some tooltips. It's not very hard. Zombie link. I'm gonna call this zombie link. Okay, good. Now we just need these three. So command, vampiric bite, and venom. Command, vampiric bite, and venom. Venom, yeah. What's closest? Slash. Isn't there some ability that the warrior has? I'll just take quick strike, I guess. Yeah, what are we calling this? Command? I probably shouldn't just call it command. Do I already have a command class? No. Fine. Let's call it command. Whatever. Main maintainer for Haskell. Wow. Huh. That is a fun fact. Command. I never put mods on this. Oh, because it's a passive ability with mods, and there's only one other ability that has that. All right, so this needs two of them. Poisonous, Skin, Lethality, and Zombie Link. Okay, so command needs command, vampiric fight, and venom. This means that your zombies won't attack when your witch doctor is dead. I don't think that's a problem. Yeah, I don't think that's a problem. They can still poison enemies, although they'll die. So it doesn't really matter. They'll just slowly drain out. All right, so we need 2 more of these things. We need Vampiric Bite and Venom. So let's just save these things. Command Vampiric Bite. Good. Vampiric Bite. And then Command Venom. There. Okay, so we should be able to start the game, and we'll just have all the abilities I copy pasted. It might break. I might have forgotten to do something. No, I didn't forget, but I did forget a different thing, which is to change this to give me the Witch Doctor by default. So we should be able to see them walking around town. And that'll let us make sure the graphics look okay. There they are. Looks good. Can they walk up? Yes. Can they walk down? Yes. Good. Okay. Oh, that's kind of a problem. It's super wide. Yeah. I'll need to maybe make it take up 2 lines. All right, so what do you have? A bunch of abilities that are copy pasted. No, you don't. What am I talking about? You don't have any abilities. Excuse me, because I forgot to put them in. You get Summon Zombie. You get Poisonous Skin. And you get Command. Now that I think about it, it's kind of weird for the Witch Doctor to have an ability called Poisonous Skin because it's your zombies that are getting it. But just don't question it. No tooltip, yeah. All right, yeah, nice. Hey, Vitality. Just started using Godot Engine to make a 2D top-down game too. Cool, yeah. Are you making your assets or are you getting them from packs? Because I am not an artist. Hey, Grace, it's going well. Yeah, I've been struggling to come up with the title screen music. I thought I had something, and then I started playing it some more, and I'm like, yeah, it's not really that good. But everything I learned about music is you shouldn't wait for inspiration to hit. You just treat it like a job. So I got to keep working on it. All right, Mo. What's packs? What do you mean? Where are you seeing that? Oh, asset packs is what I said. As in, like, you buy a set of something like this. Where you're like, oh, this looks good. And then you just pay the money and you can use it in your game. Yeah. I wonder if, let me take a look at something. Tail captions. Did it get that in the captions? No. Okay. Well, I was curious. Okay, so now we need to code these things. Let's start with Summon Zombie. Summon Zombie summons a summon test. We need a zombie here. 17. I don't know what we even do with these things. Like, where does this go? All enemy data, I guess. Yeah, so zombie. We need the right asset. For now, let's copy over the one that I put into here. Zombie. And then copy this. All right, they've got a basic attack for now. That's going to have to change too. In fact, I didn't even think about that. We got to go code bite or something. Oh, and we need these to scale. Oh, drat. Need to scale zombies with the witch doctor's level. And there's something else we need to do. Need to code a bite ability for zombies and need to code poisonous skin buff for zombies and grant it when they come into existence. All right, well, now they should be able to summon a zombie in battle. Let's go make sure that's working. We're going to just keep doing this one step at a time. There's a lot of work for it. We can get a good chunk of it done in the next couple hours. So I create an instance. They should summon a zombie. Please summon a zombie. Oh, it summoned something. I don't know why it summoned that. What? Where did that come from? Summon zombie. Summon zombie has the right thing, yeah. Oh, right. I never changed this to zombie. Okay, so disappears at stage end. I don't want that. I don't want it to be untargetable. I don't want it to suddenly die. And that's it. So we just do that and we're done. Wow, what an easy ability. There is one other thing we need to do, which I don't know how to do because I've never done it here before. We need to start its cooldown at 0. I think quick strike. No. Mental swiftness can change cooldown. So how do we do it there? Force ready. Okay, that's easy. Well, it's probably easy. Now does ability have some like battle started kind of thing? Nope. Has initialized. Ah, there we go. That's all I want. So where do we override this? I'll just copy paste that. Yep. Summon zombie, paste you over to here, and force ready. Start a battle with this ability ready so that you don't have to wait for your first zombie. Yeah. It's just a let's be nice to the player. Hey again, APX. I finally responded to you on Discord, by the way, APX. Sorry for the delay. Oops, I mean, click that button. Okay, yeah, so now you just start with a zombie. To be honest, I don't really like that. I feel like you should probably... Oh, right. This character is super overpowered because I have quick strike right now, too. I feel like you should probably have the cooldown set to like 1 second, not 0 seconds. So your first zombie is faster. You can set time elapsed equal to the cooldown. What is that? Cooldown is going to be 5. So we need to set this to the cooldown minus... time. We don't even have... Oh, we do. Cooldown minus 1. Is this private set? Yeah. Okay, fine. Protected set. That's probably not a smart idea. Maybe we should make some like... Maybe force ready should have force cooldown. Yeah, let's do that. I think I like that a little bit better. Public void force set cooldown. What do we set this to? I guess just that. Sure, whatever. And then I will do it over here. So force set cooldown, cooldown minus 1. Start a battle with this ability almost ready. So you don't have to wait long for your first zombie. Yeah. And technically what we should do is a math.max here of 0 and the cooldown minus 1. Just in case we end up setting this to 1 second, which I don't think we'd ever do. So now your first zombie is going to get summoned after 1 second, and your next zombie and all thereafter are going to take 5 seconds. So create an instance, wait 1 second, there it is, and then wait 5 seconds, and there it is. Yeah. All right, now if we go to a stronger location here, because this character is like party in a can. They just spawn a bunch of zombies, so they should be able to win lots and lots of fights. Probably not the final ones. And also, this is not the final balance of this character. Yeah, but geez, they're very strong right now. Not gonna stay that way. Okay, so summon zombie is good. Let's go start with poisonous skin, I guess. What was the DPS? I didn't even see. 38.9. And what would... I don't even have a rogue. I guess this is a rogue plus plus. Like, it's got all the rogue abilities. somehow. I copy pasted them from there, I think. Yeah. Way better DPS than everybody else. So poisonous skin. What do you do? Attackers are poisoned for X damage over Y seconds. Don't we have a poison thing in the game? And nothing uses this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, literally nothing uses this. Ability ID dot poison. Huh. Okay, well, we're going to use this. Well, we're going to use some part of it. But poisonous skin needs to apply a buff at the beginning. So granting buff, where's the buff that it grants? Get buff, here it is. So we're going to call this poisonous skin buff. Now we need to go make that. Hooray. Counter attack buff. Save this as poisonous skin buff. Replace all these things. All right, so when you take damage, we poison the target. I guess it shouldn't be a multi-target thing. I guess it shouldn't be damage over time, yeah. And it's always going to happen, so we can delete this, which means we can delete this. So now we just need to apply poison to the target, which we can just copy paste this thing. Where'd the ability go? There it is. Okay, so this is going to be the source. Wait. What is this? Affected entity, source entity. Okay, source entity is the affected entity over here, and the source of that becomes the affected one because you're poisoning the attacker. Then this turns into adding it to source. And then that's it. I guess there's no graphic associated with this. We could probably put text over them saying poison. Oh, that's going to happen quite a lot. Where does this go? Yeah, we'd copy paste this. All right, good. And it should just work. Yeah, it should just work. Okay, let's try it out. Find it hard to use C# because no, not really, no. It would be nice to have hot reloading, but it's just very buggy, so I turned it off. All right, so now when we summon a zombie and the zombie gets hit, it should poison the enemy. Oh, that's not correct. Oh my god. Oh, darn it. It's the zombies that get poisonous skin, not you. Drat. Can you make particles green emitting to show poison? Yeah. I think there should be something to render this eventually. I'm just not doing it yet. All right, so summon zombie is going to be what adds this. You do not have poison on you. I don't think that makes sense. So this is going to say node zombie equals that. That does summon a node, right? Or a battler. A battler. Battler question mark zombie. If zombie equals null, just return. Otherwise, grant a poisonous skin buff. Source is you. Target is the No. Source is the zombie. You did not give it its skin. Well, I guess you kind of did. But not really. Effects component. Zombie. Okay, good. So now we need to delete the inheritance hierarchy we have for this. This cannot be a passive ability granting buff. This should just be a passive ability now because you don't get the buff. Ski. Where does the zombie get its skin from? Where are these zombies even coming from? Chance the counter can be deleted. Oh, that was needed for the tooltip. Okay, let's try this again. So when this is attacked, it should poison the enemy. Yeah, good. And then it should be taking poison damage now. I have no idea how much damage it's doing. Is this just hard-coded to be some amount? Poison debuff. Yes, it's hard-coded to 15 seconds and 5 damage. So that means that they were doing 5 damage every time they got hit. Are they going to get poisoned or no? Poison. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That is what that represents. How often does this happen? Proc interval equals 1. So every second? 5 damage per second for 15 seconds? Why didn't we see a 5 show up? So confused about that. Maybe I'm putting it on the wrong thing. Affected entity equals source. Source is where the damage came from. Am I, well, let's just see. Am I poisoning the zombie? Are they taking 5 damage? Yes. This is the second time I've done that. How did I mess this up? Affected entity. Deal damage. Oh, this is backwards. Wow, that's not good. I didn't do this anywhere else, did I? Oh. Resonant healing. What is resonant healing? On healing dealt. Deal damage. Affected entity. Wait, what? Oh my god, I have no idea. First of all, I don't even remember what this skill is. Cleric, resonant healing. Healing a target causes 40% of the healing to be dealt as damage to a random enemy. So what? Why would this be on affected entity? Because you're the source. Yes, good. Okay, cool. So yes, this one is broken. We just need to reverse this. It makes sense for it to take poison damage. It actually will be taking damage constantly. And that way they eventually just die without you having to do anything. Okay, now we should see the bat start taking 5 damage from poison. Yes, good. There's a 5, and it died. The zombie taking poison damage, actually, it's not supposed to be poison, but it is intentional that they're supposed to have their life drained from them. So we got to do that at some point. We got to make a passive for that. Need a passive debuff that drains life from the zombies. Maybe like 8% per second. So after 12.5 seconds, they just die. That's probably too long. It's probably be like 10% per second. They die after 10 seconds, or if they take extra damage from enemies. Yeah, I think 10 seconds is probably good. Maybe even less. Maybe like 12% per thing. I'm saving up for really expensive hello. So I guess they'll use the free howdy as debuffs. Will that debuff count as taking damage? Meaning, can the paladin heal the zombie? Oh man. Okay, hang on. Let me think about this. First of all, the taking damage is from this. And yeah, we don't check damage type, so we need to check damage type. That's a really, really good point. Need to make sure the zombies don't wholly link themselves to the paladin. I'm pretty certain they'll do that. How about we code this stuff first then? All right, we need a new effect, which is going to be called Zombie Curse. Or Zombie Drain Life, Zombie Curse. Yeah, Zombie Curse. This seems not broken or overpowered at all. Well, you're exactly right, Ski. It does not seem broken or overpowered. Oh, and this is going to be a debuff. And it should probably have the number 23. I typed 24 there. Okay, what other debuffs do we have? I guess it's pretty much like poison. So let's just put this in here. Zombie Curse debuff. This is going to be... Whoops. I didn't even say that, but I was about to. All right, this one lasts forever. So it is not a timed effect. And I always forget how this works. Effect with a time and a proc. We want proc interval. Yeah. All right, now we have to type in the proc interval, right? Yeah, what is it? Every 1 second, you will lose. Let's start with like 13% of your life. Const float percent damage per tick equals 0.13. Or maybe 12.5. Okay, now we deal damage according to that. So const float damage equals. Oh, your mitigation is gonna lower this. But that's okay. Max life times damage per tick. So get this, get this. And now deal damage. What is the source? Source and target. It's you hurting yourself. So affected entity is dealing damage to itself, which is going to count as damage you deal. That's fine. It won't change the stats because it's only for adventurers. New damage info there. The damage over time, I guess. Physical. Sure. All that stuff's fine. All right. Expression being assigned to damage must be constant. No, it should. And there we go. So now zombies die. They should just tick down pretty quickly so that after 8 seconds, it doesn't matter how much their life was originally, they'll be dead. We need to make sure that we've set their HP to something pretty reasonable, though, anyway. Oh, no, they're not doing that because I never gave them the debuff. Zombies don't have a curse yet, but they're about to. So this is poisonous skin, and this is zombie curse. Yeah. So
Whoops.
now they'll die. Yep. I think it's. I don't know if. I don't know if damage numbers should show like that. But it is working. Yeah, so make sure. Give them somewhat low life. Hey, Ankuro. Okay, so we did that. Now we need to test with the paladin. I suspect this is broken. How do we hire the paladin? Give me that paladin. Where's the paladin? There. Hire. Okay. So now edit party. Put these two in a battle together. So now does the paladin start taking damage? Yep. The paladin's just dying over here. Oh. Yeah. Holy Link needs to be changed so that it's just direct damage and not damage over time. I think we just copy what we did in counterattack. Yeah, this. Holy Link. Return damage info. Okay, so now that shouldn't be a problem anymore. They need to take single target damage. Actually, what about multi-target? Multi-target should be okay. I think I only just don't want it to be damage over time. If an enemy attacks 2 different zombies, do they get double poisoned? Yes. Right now, that's not possible because enemies don't have abilities. And in the future, for it to be possible, they would need to do an attack on both of those zombies. So the way that this works is we make sure it's not a multi-target attack. So imagine if there's a skill like Firestorm or something like that. Like that would be considered a multi-target attack, and then this wouldn't work at all. And eventually we could have the concept of like ranged attack or melee attack or something. I'm not going to worry about that stuff. Are links the way you relate entities in the ECS? Are they just components? Links? I'm not sure where that terminology is coming from, but holy link and whatever else. That's just the name of the ability. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, that's just the name of the ability. Um, yeah, that's not related to the ECS at all. And just to show you, I'm sure that's already clear, but yeah, it's just the thing that shows up in the game. I just don't have a better name for it. Although I think that's okay. I don't think it's a problem. Is it not possible? I mean, I attacked. I mean, attacked in different turns. Oh yes, yeah. They get poisoned multiple times, and poison shouldn't last for 15 seconds eventually. So we need to scale poison debuff based on the attacker. We probably have some way that this works. All right, so now we're going to try this again. And now the paladin should not be absorbing damage from zombies, which is going to be a little hard to show. We don't have higher random adventurer, do we? No, we don't. Ugh. So yeah, we got to do it this way. Otherwise, we out-level our characters, and I don't want to do that. Paladin, there we go. Okay, so now start battle and win it, and then edit and go to here with those two. Yeah, good. Okay, so Paladin should not be taking damage. Good. But it is taking damage when a character is directly hit. Yeah. All right, that's fine. I like those rays of light. Very cool. All right, that's good. Scale these things, code byte and everything else. I think I got to take a break. Yeah, I should have taken one a little while ago. I've got to end, I think, at about 4. So we've got about 90 minutes left. There is a lot to do because this isn't so straightforward. Like, there's the summoning part of this. Actually, I guess that's the only not straightforward part. Everything else should be fine. Pretty sure I saw a bat having double poison in the last battle. Yeah. And I think that's okay. I think we should also probably add in a particle system or something for the for poison. Yeah. Well, thanks, Sinistella. All right, I will be right back. You can all play Jump Royale. Is it jump time? It's jump time. So APX, I don't know if your revive worked, but I think Darkstorm might have broken the revive and also fixed, closed the game. But I haven't merged that PR yet. All right. Let's keep going with this. So need to code a bite ability for the zombies. Let's go do that. It didn't work, yeah. I'll eventually refund the points. Okay, bite ability. What do we have? Basic attack. I guess that's the closest thing. Yeah, and how does bite work? What did I say for this? Every time the zombie bites, it heals. Chance to inflict poison. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's save this as... Maybe we should call it zombie bite. Yeah, I'm gonna call it zombie bite. Ability ID. Zombie bite. Oh, it only works in the last 30 seconds. not before the last 30 seconds. Oh, too bad. All right, what's the cooldown on this be? Maybe zombies could be pretty quick attackers. I guess if they're poisoning the enemies, though, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Maybe like 2.7. I'm not gonna put too much thought in this for right now. All right, zombie bite. So it gets a target, does damage to it. Sounds pretty good. Damage is based on its power. And it's got to inflict poison. How does this compare to other attacks? Oh, I want to at least take a stab at balancing. So the mage does 1.2 per 3 seconds. But then you can get mods for burn and whatever else. I don't think that really matters. And I think lightning zaps is kind of the same general thing, right? Yeah, 2 per 5 seconds. So zombies probably shouldn't do that much with their bite. Yeah. Let's do power, what do I call it? Power scaling? Yeah, let's put power scaling in here. I think zombies themselves would be somewhat weaker, maybe like 7.5. And we'll do that. But then they inflict poison. Or no, they could inflict poison. Yeah. And you could have multiple. Yeah, okay. I think this is probably good. All right. Now we need to give them the bite ability, which is very easy because we just type zombie bite in here and we're done. Okay, so they have their bite ability. We need to finish coding that, but that's good for now. Need to code poisonous skin buff granted when they come into existence. Maybe start with 0 cooldown. We're doing that. Yeah, now we just need to code the rest of the abilities. So we're done with that one. Poisonous skin. That one's sort of done. We need to be able to modify the damage. All right, how do you work? Poisonous skin buff. Just creates a poison and that's it. Yeah, that cannot work that way anymore. We need to specify its duration and its power. So float duration, float damage per tick. Duration. And private float damage per tick equals damage per tick. And use that over here. Is that how damage over time even works? Oh, I don't remember. Yeah. Of course, that's how it works. This is not a debuff. This is the debuff. Yeah. Hey, Alman. Finally fixed all the issues. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know if you saw. I did advertise in the news thing about Saturday, and a couple people asked, "Oh, is Altman streaming? Did Altman stream?" And I was like, "No, I don't know what happened." So yeah, I figured you'd gotten busy, but I didn't hear confirmation. So If you want to post in show and tell before you do your first stream, I think that's how people will know. How's today been? It's been really good. We finished the Paladin and we've done like 30% of the Summoner so far, maybe. What kind of process is open sourcing something? I think a lot of what Element is going to have to do is reverse engineer how to get it set up, probably patch any like severe vulnerabilities, because I was using libraries that have probably undergone a lot of security audits since, 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and then set up instructions and documentation. Losing data. Oh yeah. And by the way, I don't blame you for not streaming or anything. I just had reported that you might, but yeah, tomorrow. Sounds good to me. There's definitely no rush from my end. Unfortunately, I'm going to be busy tomorrow morning. Got an eye exam. I'm busy for more than that reason, but there's at least an eye exam, so I'll see if I can watch afterward or something. Okay, so now we got to pass in the duration and the damage. Poisonous skin. So public const float poison duration. How long should it last for? Probably like 6 or 7 seconds. I'll set it to 7 seconds. I think that's reasonable. Maybe a little lower. Maybe like 6. Discord news times personalized. Yes, they are. Yeah. Says how to approach new code base. Yep. Fungicational indeed. All right, now there's one other problem. I think the way we do this... No, it's not total damage. No, this is sensible. Yeah, this is sensible. Okay. So when you're figuring out this is going to be... This is not a figure something out kind of thing. This is poisonous skin dot poison duration. And then we need to figure out the total damage per tick. Damage per tick equals whatever for right now. And set this here. All right, so poisonous skin has a power scaling of 1. That's where we want to get the damage from. Poisonous skin. Get base power. I don't want get base power. I want get damage per tick. Get power source. Affected entity. All right, now we need this method to exist. Public static get per tick. This is the power. Oh, I guess this is pretty much just this that we had here. That's fine. So there's no get base damage. I'm just going to copy this here for right now. Yeah, I'm excited that Altman is doing this. I've been asked a lot about Botland, and it's kind of sad if you make a game and it's just not playable anymore. So this will at least make it be playable. I don't think we're going to breathe any life into Botland, just to be clear. Like there won't be a Botland resurrection where the game is online and thriving. It's not going to happen. The goal is not to put a ton of time into this and get it to be a great game. It's just to archive it, essentially. And if someone wants to do that, they want to make it a great game, then be my guest. I think you will find it very challenging. Okay, so now we figure out damage per tick. This is probably okay. It's just not great. So we need to figure out what the overall damage it does is. And it's a very simple formula. It's the duration times damage per tick. And that is your power times power scaling. So this times 6. Which means it's going to do, it's like 60 damage or something. That's way too much. Power scaling should probably be like this much. In fact, we have precedent for this. Fireball can put a damage over time on something, and yeah, it does it by 20%. 20% of it's already. Does it get scaled by fireball damage? It's based on your damage. Okay, so this is 20% total. This might be okay. Might be too much. I don't know. All right, let's just try it. So now the poison damage that you apply is over 6 seconds and should do. Oh, what did I mess up? Acquired parameter missing. Poison debuff. Oh yeah, this shouldn't exist anymore. Poison ability should just be gone, I guess. Alternatively, for right now, we could just give it a duration and a time, or a duration and an amount of damage. I don't know, 2. Doesn't matter. A lot of these things I coded just to show that they're possible. I never planned on really using them. End up getting a job. I mean, that's a good outcome at least. All right, so we create an instance. Now that we hope the bat attacks the. There we go. Yep, perfect. And it's hard to tell which of those is the poison damage, but I assume it was the 2s. How much do you do? 0.2 times 8. Yeah, that's how that is. Okay. All right. I'm not worried about balance just yet. We're just trying to code these things. So next up is lethality. Increase poison damage by X%. Poisonous skin. Public cons float. Lethality percent per level. All right, poison damage can go up. Could it double? Is that smart? I don't know. What did burn do? Percent per level is 20%. Yeah, I think 20% is reasonable, although they can also apply this when they bite something. X% chance. So you're double dipping into whatever this bonus is. And that's potentially very powerful, right? Yeah, but I said I wasn't going to worry too much about balance. Let's set it to 10% for right now. Maybe you should do a temporary roll for your Discord. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think just monitor show and tell tomorrow. You could just turn on notifications for that channel or the whole server, I guess. I'm assuming, by the way, Altman didn't explicitly say, but I'm assuming it's going to be at 10 a.m. our time tomorrow. So that would be, well, like 12 and a half hours from now. Or not 12 and a half, what am I talking about? I don't want to do math. This is 19 and a half. All right, this goes over here. So damage per take can get a damage bonus. Damage bonus equals, does it just no? No, it doesn't. Why is that yellow? Captured in the state of the enclosing type and its value is also passed in the base constructor. Value might be captured by the base class as well. What? Huh. Okay, I don't know. 10 a.m. is the plan. Okay, got it. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, so something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to devote the mental energy for that. I can already feel myself like fading a little bit, and I want to be able to devote the time to coding the summoner. All right, how do we do this with Fireball? Total burn damage, burn level times burn percent per level. Yeah, that's this. Okay, so this is lethality level. Get level of ability, lethality. And get it on the affected entity. Good. So that's your level. Now your damage is going to be increased by that. So damage per tick plus equal lethality level times... Actually should know how to fill in the rest of this, right? Yeah. It didn't. It did it wrong. Okay. I think that's working. So now let's crank this up. Let's have it be like 110% per level, which is ludicrous, but I just want to see that it's working. We're going to put points into it. So now poison should pretty much just kill the enemy. It hasn't hit the zombie yet. I don't know if that worked. Oh, come on. It's a 50% chance you hit it. Keep losing dice rolls there. It might be working. Just hit the stupid zombie. There we go. Yeah, I'm seeing a large number there. What was that? 23? I think that's the amount of poison. And we can test it by just putting more points into this. No, the 23 is something else. Oh, there's the poison. Maybe it's 6? What's going on? I'll just put a breakpoint there. It's just easier. Yeah, there. All right, now speed this up so I don't have to wait for it. All right, lethality level is 0. Oh, okay. So this isn't working, but why not? That's bizarre. It says lethality. Is this not being used by the skill? It is. What? I want to make sure this is what I'm actually putting points into. Maybe I don't have the right skill there somehow. No, it's definitely the right one. Okay, let's put 5 points in that. Level is still 0. It must not be the affected entity then. Must be something else. On damage taken. What are you? ECS.debug print info. You are a zombie because you have zombie bite. Oh, you don't have the lethality ability. It's the witch doctor that has it. Oh my god. Oh. We need to confer all of the abilities to the summons. Probably. Or at least this one. So summon zombie should take lethality. Maybe we just give them all of the abilities. Oh, this is so stupid. Do we need anything else? I think we just need to give them this. No, it's not true. We need to give them zombie link and vampire bite and venom. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so that's basically all the abilities, isn't it? We're gonna put a breakpoint here and we're gonna figure this out. Because I don't know for sure all the abilities you have. We need to start a battle. There we go. Okay, so you are named entity. And you have summon zombie, poisonous skin, and command. I mean, that's great. I forgot to put points into the abilities. All right, so we're going to put 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then start a battle and then look at it. Yeah, good. So here are all your abilities you have. What are they? Summon zombie level 1, poison skin level 1, command level 1, lethality level 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I gave all of these to the zombie, they'd be able to summon zombies themselves. Oh boy. And I can't give them... Wait, do I give them poisonous skin? I give them a buff. I give them zombie curse, and I can't give them command either. I just need to give them these: lethality, zombie link, vampiric bite, and venom. Why implementing this in C# instead of Godot? I've got the FAQ here. This is a little bit of a hard answer to find without me pointing this out, but yeah, why not GD script is here. And it links to this, which I will link into chat for you. Hey, reformulate. Hey, unknown. Happy Friday to both of you. Unknown, I don't know if you saw, but we ended up talking about the algorithm on Discord for distributing life, and we made some improvements. Okay, the only thing I'm trying to figure out here is summoners are a special case of needing to give their abilities to somebody else. And is there a better way of giving the abilities than having to like hard code this? I guess what we could do is we could mark that an ability should be granted to a summon. So base ability would need that. There'd need to be just a Boolean here, something like is given to summons. And then each ability just sets it itself, I guess. Is there anything you recommend for learning C#? Is it something I really want to dive into a bit more? If you're into games, I think that just starting to make a game in Unity or Godot, I think could be really good. For C# itself, if you already know a programming language, I don't think you'll need too much, because it'll probably just feel similar enough to other languages that you've used. But yeah, I can't recommend a specific book or anything. It's been a very, very long time since I learned C#. All right, how would we manifest this? Something like Venom, for example. And this would need to say that it's something that's granted. Oh, there's data. Oh, we could put it in ability data. I didn't even think about that. Display name, max level. Yeah, we could do that. Well. Could you have a component that has some sort of list of keys of what types of components to give to summon entities? I think it's better to just manifest this in the ability itself, because here's one way this could definitely work is we could just say something here like zombie.add ability and then get like the witch doctor abilities, like whatever, venom or something like that, right? We could do this 4 times. The problem is that if we ever change the abilities around or add another ability or whatever, there's some other way of like combining character classes, then we need to customize this for all of those. Although now that I think about it, is there any way of just determining this without manifesting any data? It's all of the mods of abilities. Yeah, all of the mods, but there's another way we could do this too, which is these abilities could have a reference to the witch doctor in them. Yeah. Been very good for you. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, day's going well for me. I have a lot of other stuff to do today too. I've got about an hour more I can stream. All right, I think we're going to do it the way that I said originally, where we manifest something in here. Public bool is conferred to summon is false by default. And then, oh, is conferred to summon. Yeah. And then we pass this in. Bool this equals false. And now our 4 abilities could manifest that. So lethality, zombie link, vampiric bite. All right, let's start with lethality. Lethality data equals is conferred to summon true. We're just going to copy paste this in all the abilities. What are the other 3? Zombie link, vampiric bite. Vampiric bite and venom. Then when you summon, we need to give them all the abilities. So we're going to say testimony with the entity, that's the summoner, and the zombie, that's the summon. Public void testimony. So node summoner summon, go through all abilities with this equal true, and give them to the summon. And we rename this to grant, or like confer abilities to summon. All right, does this just know what to do? Probably not. Let's see what it does. I'm just going to say accept. I'll just work with it. All right, first we need the abilities component of the summoner. That's where we get the abilities from. We need to go through each of those abilities. This would be a base ability. And if that is conferred, oh wait, we need the data, ability data, did I get that? Then summon, we need the abilities component for that too. Summon ability, abilities component, summon AC. Get this on the summon. And that, is there an add ability? No. This is Unity ECS. This is Godot, and it's a custom ECS. I don't remember how we add abilities. Create from IDs. We need to give them the same level as well. There's no add ability. I wonder how we do this. I guess there's base ability create with a particular level. Is there not? Oh boy, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. There's clone, and then we set the, oh wait, we just want this anyway. Yeah, we just want to clone it. But why is there no add? We've just never needed to add abilities on the fly, I guess. Huh. Yeah, you can use C# with Godot. Although you don't need C# to make an entity component system. But the way that Unity does it is they try to improve cache coherence with their entity component system. I'm not doing any of that. This is just for the programming paradigm more so than a performance benefit. Okay, well, is there a problem with adding an ability? I don't think so. Yeah. Just create an ability and add it. All right, so public static. Wait, we don't want this to be static. Just public void add ability. Wow, great. Except for I want this to be in a base ability. Base ability. Why? Oh, interesting. I thought this was a dictionary this whole time. How does get ability by ID work then? Get ability. Oh, it's just an O event operation. Okay. Yeah. Cough more than the whole year in total. Man, there was a time when I was being kind of stupid, to be honest, and I sort of refused to take medicine because I just thought, oh, my body will heal itself. And I coughed so much that it like made my throat really raw. And then I realized, I think medicine might be a good idea. So now I take medicine whenever I'm sick. I'm one smart cookie. Only one painkiller used so far. I never really needed painkillers, I guess. It was always just like cold medicine. You know what? I have half a mind to just stop reading after this. Thanks, unknown. That's a really kind message. Now imagine the paladin does not divvy out a single discrete value at once, but instead takes the heal action in end steps. Yep. Should have just stopped reading. Only take medicine for the absolute worst of pains. Yeah, and the thing is, it's like, I guess I could understand not wanting to take addictive medicine, but as far as I understand, I don't think you like Dayquil and NyQuil are addictive, and they pretty much just alleviate your symptoms with almost no downsides whatsoever. So it's like, might as well. You have to kind of deal with it. You don't need to prescribe medicine though to have good cough medicine, right? I just get some over the counter stuff and it works really well. Yeah, it makes a noticeable difference. And I actually got the latest medicine, I think just through like Amazon Basics, we copy the medicine and charge you less for it and end up ruining the world. I got that brand. It's a very long brand name. All right, so we have a way of adding these in. Let's go call this now add ability. And we're gonna clone ability.clone. Yeah. I'd be pretty impressed if this just kind of worked, but let's try it out. This also doesn't belong here. I gotta write this like to do move to another class altogether. Actually, how do summons work? Summon by enemy ID. Is this called anywhere else? No. Okay, so let me just pass in the summoner. Right? Does it ever make sense for you to summon without a summoner? If it does, then we can just make it nullable, I guess. In countries like Sweden, you can't get cough medicine. Oh, isn't there some ingredient? What is it? Codeine? Is that? Codeine. I don't know. Yeah, I think people use that. Okay, yeah. Maybe that's why you can't get it. I don't know if that's even in cough medicine. Isn't it our narcotic? It's apparently an opiate and prodrug of morphine. Used to treat pain, coughing, diarrhea. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess no medicine is safe then. But if you're just using it like regular medicine and you can acquire it, then I don't see a reason why not to take it if you have a cough. All right, so we don't need the breakpoint here. We still need it on the poison, which is presumably going to get hit pretty soon. Yeah. And lethality should be 0. It is. And we're going to hope that the battle just ends without me needing to click anything. There we go. And now we're going to randomly grant some points into lethality. So let's give 3 points into it. And as long as it says that the level is 3, then I'm happy. So please break in. It never poisoned itself. Oh, there it goes. 3? Yes. We did it. Hey, Conf. Coding is illegal. Yep. No more programming. They took programming out of medicine. All right, so this should do a ludicrous amount of damage. But I won't be able to see it because I need to... Yeah, there we go. All right, yeah. So let's see. As soon as this thing gets poisoned, it's going to take like a ton. It's not taking a ton. What? What's going on? 90%, 30%. What? What are those numbers? I didn't do that. This is set to 110%. Where's that coming from? Oh, never mind. I never changed the tooltip. But still, poison should be doing like a ton of damage, right? Yeah, now it's doing 12 per hit. Okay, good. So this is working. I'm glad we tested that because that was just totally, that was non-obvious. All right, now we need summon zombie to pass in the summoner over here. So let's pass in the summoner. This doesn't take in a summoner, so we can say node summoner. And then we need to go modify the other caller of this, which is just the debug ability. Then we call confer abilities to summon in the battle system once you've made this. This is going to be summoner summon. Let's rename this to summon. And then go move the function over there. I think... Yeah, I think we'll just keep this in the battle system for now. I could go pretty much anywhere. We could even make it private in here. Okay. Let's just put a comment in here and explain what this even is. When... Yeah, that's pretty much good. Convert from the summoner to the summon when the summon is created. This is needed for passive abilities, e.g. zombies get this. Meh. So that the level lookup can be done directly on the summon. I'll say that. I think it's probably clear enough. See exactly what's causing what damage for debugging to make this stuff easier. I don't think it'd be too hard. And there are many times it probably would have helped. I just don't want to for some reason. I feel like it's the kind of thing that we'd have to maintain because it itself could have bugs in it. Hey, Spoopy Mage. Yeah. All right, so we coded what? One thing? Lethality? Now we need to code zombie link. X% chance for a zombie to take a hit for an ally. All right, this is not easy. Yeah. Also, I really should consider that the poisonous skin buff should just come from conferring poisonous skin to the zombie, and that somehow this shouldn't affect the summoner. I don't know how we would do that. Oh man, we need something here that tells it not to do it for the main character, only for the summon. I'm not gonna worry about that. But why did I just say that right now? I said it because summon zombie needs some special stuff in here. We give them poisonous skin, we give them zombie curse, and now we're gonna have to give them whatever I just said, chance to zombie link. Oh, fine. Let's go make a new effect. Zombie link buff. Do you want a zombie link? Sounds like a late 90s game console marketed at like, I don't know, teens. Want to be cool. Hey, you got the new zombie link? It's got see-through plastic. Zombie link. Shouldn't this be called zombie link buff? Oh, I'm copy pasting the wrong thing. All right, so what does it even do? This does what Nintendo don't, which is Holy Link, I guess, is what does this. Yeah, this, whatever, I'm copy pasting this. This is kind of what we want. Did that not do anything? There we go. Yeah. Okay, so as long as you're not taking damage over time, then there needs to be some amount of chance that you take damage for your enemy or for your ally. So there's got to be a damage roll here or something like that. Also, won't the paladin just take damage for you anyway? Oh god, this might cause an infinite loop. Yeah. I think what we need just like link type damage, which is damage you took for an ally, and it shouldn't necessarily be holy link, but then that's going to break the paladin because the paladin, well, maybe it won't. When the paladin takes link damage. Okay, no, that would work. Yeah. So we just rename this from holy link to like redirected damage from ally. Except for not like that. We actually use the refactor thing. Whoa, what is going on? Okay, I don't know what is happening right now. So let's try that again. Redirected damage from ally. Heavenly tie. The AI just randomly coming up with names. Heavenly tie. It's when I wear a suit. That's what people compliment me on. All right. I like that. We need this to be in here. Yeah. If this is this, or if the damage type is redirected from an ally, then don't count it. So now we want the exact same thing in the new one that I have. Zombie link buff. Heavenly Thai food. Gonna be getting some of that tomorrow. Okay, so now there needs to be a chance that this happens. So float. Let's just do something like this. If percent chance, I don't even know where this comes from. Yeah, I don't know. Percent chance, stat computations percent chance. We're just going to give it a 50% chance, I guess. There's a 50% chance to do something. So then this is going to be the full damage there. And then we're going to say amount equals 0. This is probably going to break stuff because it means that, oh, what does it mean? Oh, God. I think it means a 0 is going to pop up over the ally. Yeah, we could stop that. If this is 0, then no longer take the damage. But is that smart? Yes, that's smart. That's very smart. It's the smartest thing I can do. We need to know that it was blocked, I guess. So bool add damage and bool blocked attack completely equals had damage, and now the modified damage info's amount is greater than 0. Or no, it's less than or equals 0. Sorry, yeah, that was right. First time. So this is if you block the attack. If you did not block the attack, then we do it to the original target. So now this stuff might need to change. What are we doing here? That doesn't matter. This is on damage dealt. That's going to matter. This is going to be different. Oh, man. What? Yeah, this only goes here. And this goes here too. And then we don't want to change the order in which this stuff happens, so we put this over here. Okay. Some heavenly Thai food for dinner. What'd you eat? One of the many things I have to do tonight is grocery shopping. I realized I kind of joke every once in a while that our fridge looks like a Depression era fridge because I just don't have a lot of food in there for me. And my wife goes to work, so she doesn't need to get lunch at home. But today I was just like, what am I going to eat? And I open the fridge and there's just tumbleweeds there. I'm like, I think I'll have pasta. So I'm going to go buy everything today from Costco. Green curry. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. How was your tumbleweed lunch? It was pretty good. I think. What number you're up to on milk? We started buying oat milk, and the containers are pretty small compared to the milk we used to get. But I don't number the milks anymore. And I don't know if I have a command to explain this, so I don't need to tell everybody about this. No, I don't. Well, no one's going to hear about this then. All right, have we coded this? I think we've coded this. So now zombies 50% of the time can take a hit for you. Did they just get this by default? No, because I never added this. Summon zombie. We need to give them that buff. What is this called? Zombie link? Yeah. I was just like, oh, time to just eat bread for lunch. That's not good. You can't do that to tease us about milk numbering and then that's it. Fine. All right. But the problem is I gotta pull up a picture to do this. So let me go find a picture of what this looks like because no one can envision this when I just tell them about this. Okay, so imagine that you have a milk carton like this, where you can't tell if it's been open and you can't tell how much milk is in it. So we used to get a 3-pack of these from Costco. And so that we didn't open all 3 at once and then they'd go bad, I numbered them 1, 2, and 3 so that we just always took the lowest number from the fridge. But then one day I was like, why stop at 3? I'll just number them the whole year. And that way, not only do we always pick the lowest number, but then we can count how many milk cartons we got that year. It's a really stupid thing that everyone made fun of me for, but my wife and I used it. It worked well. And I think one year we made it up to like, actually, I don't remember what number we made it up to. They weren't like gallons of milk. It needs to be on YouTube. No, it doesn't. I think everyone's absolute favorite story, though, to make fun of me for is this one, which I am not going to read. You can all read that yourselves. Type it on YouTube, too, in case anyone's over there. Then Raimu copied me for a little while. He numbered his milks. So see? Not totally stupid. Oh, there's no way to know that this worked. I'd have to set it to 100%. Zombie link. Yeah, so we're just going to make this happen all the time, I guess. Yeah. You hadn't heard that one? Oh, man. Yeah. My wife would not stop bringing that up all the time to everybody for like a week or two. You've spoken about this at work before. Suspicious palette of numbered milk. Man, people would definitely ask about that. All right, so now zombies, if they're alive, should be the only things to take damage. Yeah, as in they have permanent taunt right now. And I won the battle. Is this causing any issues? No, I guess not. Pre-numbered milk. Actually, that would be really smart, right? For the brands that do that. I don't know what it would change of the manufacturing process, but yeah, imagine if they just had a number on here by default. No one would know what it is for. So they would probably just be like, I guess I have numbered milk now. They do that. It's called dates. No, but if in a carton, you're going to get the same dates. Like they'll all have the same expiration date. Or if they don't have the same expiration date, it's not. Oh, I guess you wouldn't have to open them in a particular order, but I guess you wouldn't. Never mind. What am I saying? I'm just going to stop talking. I told her to walk home and get the car towed like you. It's a very expensive way to be reminded of where your car is. Let me tell you that. They charged the absolute maximum they could, by the way, $630. Because I didn't even realize I didn't have the car. Forget I walked and drive home, just hotwire someone's car. I don't have those skills. Oh man, the zombies moving up and down like this makes it look like they're dancing. I like it. Never gonna unsee that now. How would you figure out 365 different cartons in case someone drinks a carton a day? Wait, what? I think I see what you're saying. You buy more than 2 packs at once and the numbers don't help you. Does the paladin heal zombies? I think they currently do, and I think they should be made to not do that. Make it so that healers don't heal zombies. Should they even heal summons at all, ever? There was some thought I had about this. I'm pretty sure they will heal them, though. So if I do this, and then edit so that we have a cleric, and let's go there. Okay, so I'm pretty sure zombies will be exclusively the ones who are healed. Yeah. Because the zombies always take damage. Yep. Yeah, I don't think summons should be healed either. And if they are ever healed, they should be healed by probably the summoner. But we could just change it so that both of these abilities can't target summons. Yeah, make it so that healers can't heal summons. The heal... There could be a heal ability in the future that does this, but neither existing one should. Like, I could imagine an ability that heals your whole party. Just everyone gets, plus 15 HP. And yeah, that could target summons. I don't see why not. If the summoner dies or the summons die, they don't. And I haven't... Oh, drat. I forgot. Okay, hang on a second. Make it so that bite can't be used unless command is used. Yeah, so the way that this was supposed to work, which I did not do, is that the zombies don't actually attack without the witch doctor making them attack. So the witch doctor dies, the zombies stop attacking. But now that I think about it, that's just more to code for no real reason. Like, how often is it that your witch doctor will die and you'll actually care that your zombies got an extra 2 seconds of attacks? Yeah, I think we just change this. But then it's not an active ability, is it? It's like passive ability, command, or bite. Drat. Zombies kill the last mob, then do you win or lose? You win. I think. Let me make sure that's the case. End of battle. This. Yeah, team has no members alive. So as long as the enemies have no members alive, then you win. And you don't even get to check your own team yet, unless you didn't win. So yeah, you would win in that case. Yeah, I think this is probably a dumb idea. I think we shouldn't call this command. We should make it a passive ability and have it be bite. It's more like a summon ability. Man, I don't know. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. I kind of like how it was originally, where it's an active ability and you make your zombies attack. But in order to code that, we need to keep track of all the zombies that you summoned. And that they're linked to that witch doctor, and then the witch doctor causes them to use an ability. Which, is that even easy to do? Yeah, I guess it's super easy to do. But how do we keep track of your summons? We need to track your summons in that case. We could just have a component like is summon and reference the summoner. Yeah, that would be easy enough. Does the health reset with each battle? No. Well, it does over time, but not immediately. I'll show you. So if we just create an instance here, oh, that won't ever take damage. Let's do something else. All right, let's go. Actually, I'll just go there and you'll see. So this character should die. Whoa, it's poisoning everything because it's getting hit. It's going to take a long time. Sorry. Stupid overpowered summoner. These guys have 500 life. They definitely shouldn't. All right, fine, whatever. Just lose the battle. Yeah. So here's what happens: your life slowly regenerates after a battle. And that way, if you set auto battle, it's going to be whatever time you're at the full amount of life. But you could always start it earlier if you want to. Yeah, let's go change. this. So they don't have 500 life. They should not have very much life at all. Yeah. If a member dies in a battle that you win, how much health does a member start with in the next one? However much they ended with in the first one. Wait, no, sorry. 1. They get revived and set to 1 HP. I misread your question. Yeah, so if we, and it'd be hard to replicate that scenario, but yeah. Man, the amount of poison, this is definitely not going to happen once we change this. Which I already did just change it. So now they have 1/10 the amount of life they had, and they're going to die after 8 seconds still, or whatever it was. So now when I create an instance, yeah. So now they die in just a couple hits, I guess. But you still win in that amount of time. Part of the reason of setting them back to 1 is I'm still pretty much convinced that there just can't be a revive ability in this game. How would it make sense to have it? It's like you only have 3 abilities. So if one of them somehow revives, first of all, how often does it matter? Second, if it doesn't matter, what is it doing? So yeah, I think just auto reviving at the end of the battle makes the most sense. All right, let's finish coding a little bit of this. We're not going to get done with it all today. That's okay. I didn't really plan on that happening anyway. So X% chance for a zombie to take a hit for an ally. So where does this come from? Poisonous skin. Public const float. Zombie link % per level. All right, there's a lot of power in this. What do we set this percentage to at its highest? Should there be like a 50% chance that a zombie takes a hit for you? Maybe like a 30 or 40% chance. So we'd give this like 6% per level. For most parent-child relationships in your ECS, do you have the child reference the parent rather than the parent reference the child? I do have the child reference the parent most of the time, yeah. And usually there is no real child-parent relationship, but for some things like a shopkeep, for example, there is a shopkeep component and that references a shop. So you can sort of consider the shop to be a parent of the shopkeeper. So yeah, the child references the parent in that case. Helps lore explain the portal. You're going to a different area to fight. That area isn't real, so you can't really die. I think if you... I was trying to pull up the picture, but I can't pull up the picture fast enough. All right, never mind. Sure, Ski. Why don't I just leave it at that? Yep, of course, after I make the equipment system, also consider adding per battle or per minute inspiration actions. Needs to be something you unlock for the skeletons. Things like revive the first member that dies, start with that HP, more loot. Start with that HP, more loot. The thing I was worried about is that you'd feel compelled to get those things. And I don't want there to be some like super obvious skill choice you need to get. Because yeah, originally the plan was to have some sort of uninspired skills in here. So like we have item doubling, we have swift shoes. Imagine if there was one that just said something like gives you plus 5% attack in battle. I felt like, well, now we need to balance the game around that. Now most people are probably going to feel like they need to get that and they're willing to like be slower at the game as a result of that. All right, so zombie link % per level. We put this into zombie link. So int level. Good. And then float chance to redirect. That's this. That's poisonous skin is where that comes from, I guess. And then use this over here. So if you don't hit that % chance is when we return. What's this? Oh, I see. Okay, now in order to test, let us go and change the percent chance so that it gets to 100% at the end. So instead of this, we'll say 0.2. And that way we can get to the point where it's always taking a hit for you. It is fun coming up with the abilities. Coding them is a little bit less fun. How speedrun friendly do you intend to make the game? Okay, I'll say this. I don't think there's a lot of replayability. And for that alone, I don't think speedrunners would probably want to play this game. I recognize that people speedrun games that have no replayability, but if there turns out to be a speedrunning scene, I think I would try to help facilitate it to some extent, like put in timers in the game or make tedious things less tedious. But I don't think people are going to speedrun this game. So I'm probably not going to do that work preemptively. Okay, so now we have this skill over here, Zombie Link, and it increases it. Oh, the tooltip's wrong, so just ignore that. Anyway, 20% per level. So if we have this at 0, then there's a regular chance that a zombie gets attacked, which if there are 2 characters is a 50% chance to begin with. So all you're doing is you're tipping that chance in favor of the zombies getting hit. And it's, as a result, pretty much impossible to demonstrate that this is working unless I set this to 100%, which it is now at 100%. So if a zombie is alive, a zombie will be hit. So your character will not take any damage. Oh, but the slash effect still goes on your character. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's not going to be easy to fix, I think. When an attack is redirected to a zombie, the slash effect still shows on the original target. The only way we would... Oh, I know how we could change this. Yeah. Oh, man. We need to put this into here. Yeah, when we say get targets, we need this to know what your target should be. It's not just take damage for an ally. It's like taunt, essentially. My keyboard is atypical. Yeah, it's a corn keyboard. It's only got 36 keys. What would any percent look like? Probably get to the end credits. All right, we're gonna have to change this. We would need to change this thing, get targets. Get targets. And there would need to be a way. There would need to be a way for abilities to plug into this. Did I hard code taunt in this? How did this work? Does entity have effect taunt? Yeah, we would need to also check to see if they have zombie link buff and also if the chance for that to happen is going to happen. This is a mess. Are they implemented? No, they aren't. Sorry, cat on keyboard. You didn't actually type anything. Unless the sorry is from the cat on the keyboard. Also, hey, Weasley. I looked it up. I remember your old name. Old name. I couldn't remember it, though, when we talked about this before. I'll never be creative enough to draft abilities. So the thing is, you at least need to make sure there are balance points. So let's say you come up with a thing like slash deals, X damage to one target. There are 2 balance points here. One is the amount of damage, and 2 is the amount of targets. So it's like, oh, this is doing too much damage. You just tone it down. But then there are some Boolean effects that are really hard to balance, like freeze effects. You're either frozen or you're not. And if you're frozen, you have no agency over your character, maybe. So you maybe say like, okay, well, you're frozen for a certain amount of time, and then that becomes your balance point. If you lose those balance points, I think it becomes really, really tough Because like I said, these Booleans can be really challenging to work with. Like stun is a very difficult effect in games to balance. Because stun means your enemy just doesn't exist when it's stunned, pretty much. Must have gotten rid of the message. Tons of zeros. Yeah, I guess so. All right, I don't want to do this change right now. It's just a graphical problem. Yeah, I don't think I want to change any of this stuff right now. I think I am running out of steam. How long did I actually stream for today? Because I don't feel, oh no, it ended up being 6 hours. Well, 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 the body clock is accurate. Yeah, I think we should continue this on Monday. Let me see. Finished Paladin, interviewed Melmsy, started working on the Summoner. I made it decently far into the Summoner. It's just a pretty unique character. These things shouldn't be too bad to do once we've got the other parts of the class. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. We've been making really good progress. There is something I want to do that I'm going to spend some time on now, but not a ton of it, which is planning a little bit of the next week or two. So we've got all these characters in the game now, so 6 of them. The Witch Doctor isn't finished, but it's not too far away. We need to flesh out the tooltips too. I forgot to write that down. Make sure to fill out all of the tooltips. Yeah. But this is pretty nice. All right, well, what remained for checkpoint 3 that I really said I wanted to do? Add a music track. Yeah, I'm going to try to work on this in my free time still. Add the summoner. We're like partially there. Fix adventures holding items. We're going to have to do that. New player experience. Still need some of that. And then that was kind of it. And I'm sure we have a bunch of things in GitHub. Milestone, checkpoint 3. Yeah, 47. I don't think we're going to do all of this for checkpoint number 3. Wait a sec. What is this? Could also have mods. Okay. I didn't write should. I don't even know if this should have the mods. I feel like maybe they should. Why Witch Doctor instead of Summoner? Just based on what the graphic looks like. Just thought it would make a little bit more sense. Can we get sombrero cosmetics? I don't think we're going to do cosmetics for this stuff. Although I kind of thought about it for the zombie and only the zombie. What if the zombies had different shirt colors? That's pretty much it. In fact, did I write that down? I kind of want to write that down. Yeah, I did not write that down. Consider allowing the zombies to have different shirt colors. We could even... No, that's it. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, anything else that's here? A lot of saving stuff. We're probably gonna have to put a lot of time into that. Change how customers switch into buy items to, yeah, make customers act natural. I think I'm gonna close this, the farming prototype. We have some farm graphics. Yeah, I'm going to close this for now just because it's not planned work and we can always come back to this if we find that the game is lacking. We probably need to put in some more content too. Oh, completed. No. How do I? No, stop it. Close as not planned. Does it have unique interactions as a Skeleseller? No. Sell a gold shirt for $1.99. The top most sold thing on Steam. Yeah, we need the game intro, the game ending, and everything. I want to prioritize this based on what's going to impact gameplay the most. And what's the let's look at 2024 calendar. Images. So 6th. So we have at most 3 weeks. I want to launch on a Friday. I don't think 1 week is possible. So we're looking at either the 20th or the 27th. Might as well go modify this thing. Next build should be uploaded on either the 20th or the 27th. I'll say September 20th or the 27th, yeah. You would buy it? That's awfully kind of you, Ski. But I don't think your zombies need a golden shirt. Yeah, I think checkpoint 3 is going to be interesting. I really look forward to seeing what people come up with when it comes to like broken builds, because there's going to be something to launch by the end of 2024. Got to get wishlist hype going soon. Yeah, I think the first thing after launching checkpoint number 3 is going to be to make a Steam page. But I don't know for sure that we're going to try to launch by the end of 2024. I might dip into 2025. The zombies should switch sides. Now they would need equipment to do that. I'm pre-ordered already mentally. Oh, thank you. You know, the other thing we should probably do is add more of these, the player-wide abilities. I think I have a content issue that I should put that in. Player-wide ability to affect regeneration rate. Wait, C103 for issues. What's that say? Player abilities, yeah. So all the same stuff. Abilities for enemies, split the tasks up, yeah. Does have a wish list button in checkpoint 3's build? Oh, that is pretty a good idea, yeah. Do we have something about Steam on here? Set up a Steam page. Here we go. Once we have a Steam page, consider adding a wish list button into the next build of the game. Yeah. Will the abilities be max outable? In checkpoint number 3, I don't think so. Oh, if you mean, so okay, there are 2 sets of abilities. One is this, where you currently cannot max it out. You only get 9 points, and you would need 20 to max it out. And then the other is this, you need 17 and you only get 6. But that's just because we haven't finished all the content yet. So yeah, in the final build, I don't think you'll probably be able to max out either skill tree, but I think you'll be able to come closer with this one, maybe. Maybe you'll get a total of like 15 points. That's why I was thinking, should I add mods for all of the first abilities? None of them have... Oh, that's a problem. Why is that even happening? What? Why is that happening? The border size should be the same no matter what I'm clicking. Oh, something in here is changing then. Must be because this has very short skill names. Yeah, oh, that's bad. Okay, well, let's put another issue on the document, huh? Fix this bug. Fix bug where skill names affect how many rows of adventurers show in the skill tree. If you look up skill tree on Google. Yeah, we're going to change the UI at some point for sure. Taking a lot of elements from the hours spent watching. Nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, yeah, I don't think I missed anything. So yeah, we have our work cut out for us. I was just saying to a friend yesterday, I'm very torn on my 2024 in general because I really, really like the development of what I'm doing here, but the amount of work that still needs to be done is very daunting, and it doesn't get done unless you put in the time. So then the question becomes like, how much time do you put in? Should I be spending nights and weekends on this? Should I be really like doing as much as I can? And I know that it's very easy to underestimate this stuff and be like, oh, there's not that much to do before release. What do we need? Like 3 more classes, some more abilities. Like that's not at all the case. So I don't want to go overboard, but then some things are not necessarily exactly work. Like coming up with music at a piano is not exactly work. Although I still need that stupid title theme. I had some ideas. Does this work? Okay, is that super loud or no? Because I can play the idea that I had at least. Let's get a little piano here. Little tiny keyboard. So how did it go? Anyway, that was something like I can't play this without there's no transpose. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't have the octaves to do this. Such tiny keys. Anyway, that was something that could have been the title screen. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm happy with it. And I don't know where it's going from there. Anyway. There's a button to switch to the next octave, but I can't play like 3 Bs at the same time. I can only play 3 Cs at the same time, and I need to be able to play 2 Bs at once here, and there's no easy way to do that. Yeah. Anyway, that was one idea that I had. Was there another idea? I don't think so. Anyway. So yeah, got to work on that. Got to finish the tune I'd started over here. And then we got to add sound effects, which I'm just hoping that Itch has some like fantasy RPG sound effects that I can use. And then, yeah, got to get through the 134 issues that we have. So lots of stuff to do. I'm going to go find somebody to raid. Oh, hey, Fail to Survive is on. Fail to Survive is on. Let's go watch Fail to Survive. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I will be back on Monday. And we're going to continue with a summoner, and then we're going to do... I don't know what next. Anyway, Monday is a mentoring session where I'm mentoring Kyle, and then Wednesday is a mentoring session where Funky Monkey is mentoring me. I think this is going to be really interesting because I'm very bad at UI and UX, and Funky Monkey is going to make me better. That's the Funky Monkey guarantee, which he did not promise. So I'll just put words into people's mouth until I get better. Thanks again. Hope you have a good weekend, and say hi to Fail to Survive for me. He's a great streamer. He streamed Minecraft.